I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. If you mix brilliance with bravery, that we can ignite something. Even this conversation alone can ignite the people.
The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Kelly. We are back with another video. If y'all are new to the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're into things like true crime stories, news, politics, and so much more. I would appreciate it if you would join us, and I think that you would enjoy the content. And if you're a returning listener or subscriber, thank you as always for being a friend, guys. I really do appreciate each and every one of y'all, and please interact with the video. Like it if you like it. Give me a comment. Let me know what you think about the topic. And I think each and every person who watches this video in advance. So guys, we're going to get into a little topic today about some very tone-deaf Democrats. So let's get into it, guys. Should be pretty quick. Okay, this article is from Real Clear Politics. Protesters shout down New York City congressional delegation on migrant crisis. And boy, did they get shouted down.
Breaking news. I will come back when I can. Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez is speaking now. She's angry at the mayor of New York, says he's not showing leadership on the illegal immigrants flowing into the city. Watch.
And that we are joining with the city and state.
I mean, hello?
Thank you. I'm happy to be here with Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez and members of our delegation, as well as other members from other states that are here to see for themselves what the migration dynamic is in our nation. And what we saw there with children, families, people that want to work, people that are fleeing violence, people that are fleeing environmental disasters.
I'm going to stop you right there, sir, because you know everything you just said is a load of garbage and it's absolute trash that you would advocate for people who aren't even citizens of this country, and you call yourself a congressional representative of the people of this country. Do you realize there's people here that are dealing with violence in their very own daily lives? Do you realize there's people here who need jobs, who want jobs, who can't get jobs, that will pay the bills? Do you realize there's people here dealing with environmental factors that I don't even, think that we have any control over anyways? But hello, Hawaii, Maui, anybody? Go fuck yourself. Like, how dare these people sit up here and advocate for these people and act like, they needed to come here and put on this big spectacle, go see these people, like, in person, like it's some kind of a zoo, which it basically is, a human zoo. Go and stare at these illegal aliens sitting in this hotel being paid for by taxpayer dollars, and all they come out with is sympathy and empathy for them and not for the people that they represent. It's maddening. It's just the culmination of the issue with American politicians and how they care more about what is going on outside of our very own borders, outside of the people that they claim to represent, than they do the ones who voted them into office and gave them the power to actually have this platform. It's disgraceful.
We see so many stories, heartbreaking stories, manifest itself here.
Hello?
I think these are folks that will take New York City to a better place.
Are you kidding me? I'm sorry. I'm really trying not to keep stopping it, but like, how dare these people? What about the people who live there already? What about New Yorkers that are screaming in your face currently with signs and anger and emotion about how their city is being wrecked? Their taxpayer dollars are being absolutely wasted to go towards taking care of these people that have no business being here in the first place because they're all criminals who broke the law by being here illegally in the first place. You're an absolute joke.
Every crisis presents great opportunity.
Oh yeah,
there's hope and
exactly.
Opportunity in this building.
Quiet part out loud.
Thank all my colleagues for coming. As you can see, this is a contentious issue, but we are all Americans, and we all believe in the
No, we're
American
not.
dream. That's the common denominator here, the American dream.
No, we don't obviously all believe that we're all Americans. These people who are out here shouting you down, sir, you can barely get a word out with all the microphones in front of your face, and you can barely be audible. No, people don't all agree. We're not all on the same page. We don't all believe that these people should just be afforded any liberty that you want to afford them because they crossed a border illegally and are trying to claim asylum when they have no actual business claiming that. I mean, this video enrages me.
We believe in it, and we will fight for it. With that,
Yes, and ultimately, I think that there are 3 points of consensus here
Go fuck yourself.
that are very important in getting a solution to this issue.
Good God.
The first is that there is consensus here across geography and states on increased federal resources to cities and municipalities dealing with this issue. The second is to allow for work authorizations so that the folks in here can get to work and start supporting themselves as soon as possible. They are prevented from getting jobs, they are prevented from employment, and that is part of the strain on our public systems. The faster that folks can access the work that they're asking for legally, the better we can solve this problem.
Unreal.
And the third is extension of temporary protected status for Venezuelans who are the largest population that are arriving here. So with that, we thank you all.
Shut the fuck up.
And ready to wrap up?
well, the American dream will not be bullied into submission today. We will continue to fight for the American dream. We will not be bullied. We will not be pushed into a corner. We will fight for these common sense solutions. TPS for the Venezuelans, an extension. They already have TPS. Work permits for people that just want to work for their families. Additional funding, yes, for New York City needs more funding so we can get this done.
Wow.
God bless you, America. We love you.
Go fuck yourself. You people shit on America every day.
Apply for a supplemental that will include funding and
this little
language in it
prick right
that
here.
will guarantee funding for New York City. That's correct.
Wow, New York City representatives, along with the Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, dealing with a shout fest right here in New York City.
Oh, Jerry Nadler wants to say something.
And before they can make their way out of the city, before they go anywhere else, you see people lining up
sick.
trying to get resources.
This is
all right.
sick.
We understand that Representative Jerry Nadler is there, Democrat. Can we hear him? Let's listen in.
Has been doing a great deal to assist these asylum seekers. But the federal government can and should do more.
Oh my God.
That is why I support additional funding for the shelter services and program in the supplemental budget to give additional resources to New York and other cities welcoming migrants. Unfortunately, House Republicans seem set on defunding the Department of Homeland Security and shutting down our government. I also led a letter with Immigration Subcommittee Ranking Member Jayapal and over 100 of our colleagues to urge the administration to use all the tools available to them to provide stability to asylum seekers and undocumented immigrants in our communities. The administration has the flexibility to provide faster access to employment authorization documents and to protect families by redesignating Venezuela.
People are taking their microphones.
Status.
They're like, we don't care. We don't. Look, they're taking their microphones.
Problems that led to Venezuela's previous designation
Jerry, we don't care.
2021 remain.
Nobody wants to hear you.
The solutions my colleagues and I are advocating for are squarely within the administration's purview and will benefit us all. Immigrants make America strong.
No, they don't.
Nowhere is that clearer than right here in New York. In a city that's always changing, the one constant is that people from around the world want to come here to build a better life for themselves, and we're all the better for that. Thank you.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I just want to know how many people Jerry Nadler is housing. How many of these illegal invaders he is personally putting up in his home, because I would wager to bet that it's 0. So until then, you can miss me with all your bullshit, you little penguin suited, mother effer. so sorry for the language today, guys, but this really pisses me off. So AOC had a few more words to say.
Here at the Roosevelt Hotel, we haven't seen reports of that at this specific site that we've witnessed right now, but we will continue to remain vigilant, work and receive information from grassroots communities, migrant families themselves, mutual aid organizations, and more. But right now, I think that our main focus is the federal response, so that we have resources and a path to citizenship necessary, or a path to documentation necessary.
And Mayor Eric Adams said that the city catered to.
I have to run.
She's the worst. She's the worst person in the world. Huge skank, terrible. But thank you.
And these are the people who are there protesting. She's about to have an aneurysm. I mean, people are just not. People are done with this shit. It's ridiculous.
Subcommittee Ranking Member Jayapal. Those are hundreds of our colleagues. The urgent administration
Nice man bun.
Yeah, that's what is there? What is this here then? Yeah, barriers for who? For who? For us? For the United States? Now you come down. You're complicit in destroying our city. You come down, you oath breaker. You gotta go to sleep at night. Hey, motherfucker. You motherfuckers are causing this division. Come here. It's all divided coming to you motherfuckers. You think you're something special. How is that bringing unity to the station when you're taking care of illegal immigrants over your own citizens? You can't
This lady here.
They are illegal aliens! They are illegal aliens! That's what they are, illegal aliens! Illegal aliens!
You gotta follow the law. My family's been waiting 7 years. 7 long years. This country out. 7 years.
They say we're the best!
Tienen todo gratis. ¿Qué pasa cuando todo el mundo sabe que Queens va a ganar todo gratis?
Gracias a la
And here's all the illegals. Yeah, send that back to your countries. Y'all aren't fucking welcome. None of you are welcome. These people are jokes.
We just went through lockdown.
And they take all of American citizens who they are milking for every last cent that they're worth as jokes. And somebody like made a comment the other day about like all these mopeds and stuff. I mean, like, repossess them. Where are these immigrants, these illegal immigrants, getting the funds to purchase bikes but have the audacity and the nerve to be on the taxpayer's dollar? It's outrageous. Okay, and just so we're clear, I do want to just kind of go over some of the like misinformation that goes on with asylum and like the claims for asylum and all of these things that, you know, these bleeding heart liberals just can't seem to, you know, come to any common sense about or actually levy a legitimate claim about. And that is that this process has been taken completely advantage of. Okay, we used to offer asylum to like something like 1,000 people per year back in the 80s, and before this actually blew up and became common knowledge. You can come to this country and take advantage of our system in the way that people are now doing in droves by the hundreds of thousands and millions of people. During the Trump era, his administration did implement some really good policies when it came to immigration. And although he was absolutely kneecapped every single step of the way with the border wall by his, you know, rhino House and Senate majorities, there still were some really good policies that came about, and that would be the Remain in Mexico policy, and then this Safe Third Country Agreement. So asylum seekers are required to make their claims in the first country they enter that is a party to the Safe Third Country Agreement. If they don't, the other countries in the agreement can dismiss their claims and send them back to that country. Under the 1980 U.S. Refugee Act, these agreements aren't considered treaties, so they can be made without Congress's approval, which, thank goodness. Asylum seekers may only be deported to countries where their lives aren't threatened and where they have full access to fair asylum proceedings. So some of these countries are Panama, Mexico, Guatemala, Canada is one, European Union. So there's all kinds of different options for this. But fact of the matter is, you look at the numbers, these people are coming from Venezuela. They're coming from China. They're coming from El Salvador and Guatemala, Turkey, Honduras. Okay, all of these countries have multiple different countries that are in this agreement that they could stop at, that they don't. And we still allow them to come into this country, milking the system and becoming absolute ghosts within the confines of this country, where we cannot any longer find them and get them out, deport them. For the love of God, can we just build the wall and deter people and stop people at the southern border at all costs? I do not understand this. So according to the UN Refugee Agency, about 1.4 million new asylum applications were registered worldwide in 2021, most of which came from Afghan, Nicaraguan, and Syrian nationals. At the close of the year, more than 4.6 asylum seekers worldwide still had pending asylum claims, nearly a third of which were in the United States. By mid-2022, that number had grown to 4.9 million. It's unsustainable. It is absolutely unsustainable. Y'all saw some of the reactions from these people who were out here protesting, and I share in their frustrations because it's not fair. There are people struggling in this country. There are people who cannot feed their families, okay? There are people who are frustrated because they feel like their government doesn't represent them, doesn't look out for them, and would sooner look after Ukrainians and illegal aliens who are entering this country, breaking the law as criminals, and then come up in here and laugh in our faces and film us in our anger and outrage over their being here and just treat it as a joke. They treat us as a joke, our elected representatives and these illegal aliens. So it's just time to get them out.
These are not e-bikes. These things can go 150 miles an hour, 85 miles an hour. They need to be registered. We was at City Hall yesterday. We're encouraging all the council members to support these.
Knock them over. Take them back to them. If they're not registered, repossess them. If they're not registered, pour some sugar in the gas tank. I don't know. I'm just kidding. That's obviously illegal. Don't do that. But, something has got to give. This is ridiculous. And if you don't care about this issue, you are an enemy. You are an enemy to me. To me, this is immigration and stopping the flow of illegal aliens and deporting like 99% of them who are here illegally, who have no valid asylum claim. I'm being generous with that. Like asylum seekers, we need to tamp that shit down. First of all, do away with the loose asylum laws that we have. Put a more rigid system in place, and if they have very, very genuine and valid asylum claims, then we'll look at it, okay? Other than that, you're going back home. To me, this is the most important issue that our country has right now, because if we don't get a hold of this, we're going to turn into a third world shithole country, and that just is what it is.
So Eric Adams said to Governor Abbott, who was in need, "You're a racist. We're a sanctuary city. We'll take care of them all. We'll give them a plasma 72-inch television. We'll give them PlayStations. We'll give them more things than we give our citizens." You remember that? Yeah. Back in August? Whoa! How quickly he forgets. He invited them, and now he's created this mess. And he's abandoning ship. He's saying our city will be destroyed. Well, you're the freaking mayor. Do something about it. I swear, we will make them pay for what they have done to our city, our state, and our country. Work with us. Cooperate with them. Get the bad illegal aliens off the street. Make them do their time, and then ship them back.
Here is a tweet from Griff Jennings. Fox News captures a Faro Mex train bursting with migrants out of Zacatecas, okay, wherever the fuck that is, cheering and clearly not heeding the message, do not come. I would ask where the message of do not come is. I mean, look at this. All men. Do you see women? Do you guys see any women or children? Okay, what are you trying to catch here, sir? A fucking wish and a dream? Because I guarantee you, there's not one to be caught. But won't these people just fall off and under these train tracks? I mean, what a blessing that would be. Just halfway kidding. I mean, can we not see one of these guys just fall? Make my whole day. Look at this. Who's operating? Who owns this train? Who owns this train? Prison, death penalty. I don't care. I don't care. Why are these people on these trains like this? This is a joke. This is just an absolute travesty. Okay, guys, this is like one of the biggest things that is going to absolutely destroy our country. It already is. And we're just allowing it to happen. This is from Bill Malugian. We witnessed numerous illegal immigrants dressed in camouflage using ropes to scale the border wall, then run off into the desert without apprehension in Naco, Arizona. A smuggler on the wall guided them. There have been over 1.5 million gotaways under Biden admin. There are very few Border Patrol agents to patrol this area, and this plays out every day. The evaders typically have pin drops on their cell phones, showing them where to go for smuggling pickups once in the U.S. We did see one woman get caught by agents. So this is another reason. What is this barbed wire? What can we get that on the top? Can we get it around the top? We need this wall electrified. We need barbed wire on the top, and we literally need Border Patrol agents for every square mile of this border until this problem gets some sort of resolution, because this is a fucking disaster. This is absolutely disgraceful. And for all these people who are saying, oh, look, the border wall doesn't work. It does work, okay? Because not everyone can do this. Not everyone can scale this rope. It's the most dangerous people who can do it, and that are doing it this way, and with the help of cartel smugglers. So it does deter somewhat, but we need more measures. We need security within that wall. Like I said, electrify it. Put barbed wire on each side and on top. Hire more border agents, and we need one at every single quarter mile of the border wall, ready to apprehend or warn people that if they try to cross over into the country, they will be shot at. Okay, I'm sorry. That's just the single fact of the matter. Go to a port of entry and try to claim asylum there. Otherwise, you will be dealt with by our border patrol. Okay, as if you are an illegal invader that you are. Because otherwise, what is this man here to do? Absolutely nefarious and illegal shit. What's that on your back, sir? Drugs? What is this? What's going on here? I mean, what the fuck? This is so insulting. This is disgusting. These people should be shot. Wow, got her. Good job. Amazing work. This woman should get the death penalty. Sorry. I'm kidding. But she should, yeah, bye, ma'am, hello. Jail for life, okay? I'm sorry. I don't even know what these people, this enrages me. This is one of those topics that really just, it's a slap in all of our faces as Americans who are struggling in this moment, who are absolutely not able to pay bills, and who are dealing with this on a daily basis, and having to deal with this influx of people who our own politicians have more sympathy for them than they do for us. And if we don't wake the fuck up, we're going to end up like Italy has just ended up. Lampedusa, the island, was swarmed by 6,800 migrants in 36 hours. On an island of, I think, the population there is 6,000. This is what Italy's dealing with now. And this is going to be us very soon. African migrants in Lampedusa are building roadblocks and barricades to limit police presence. Maloney needs to act immediately before this turns into another no-go zone or jungle like the one in France. It already is a jungle from looking at it. I mean, this looks like a fucking jungle. Does it not? So these people have created roadblocks to stop the Italian police on their very own land. Okay, this is Italy. This is Italy. All of these illegal aliens who got over to the island of Lampedusa by boat are now roadblocking and barricading themselves onto this street so that police cannot detain them and apprehend them. I mean, if this is not an invasion, if this is not a declaration of war on the country of Italy, I don't know what is. I mean, in a proper country, these people would be gunned down. I'm not kidding. This is an invasion. This is war. This is the loss of your sovereignty and the loss of your country and the loss of your laws and your way of life, your culture, and everything else if you allow this. If only you knew you're dancing to your own downfall, maybe you would have some sense in you, but I seriously doubt it. So guys, what do y'all think about it all? Let me know in the comments. We have to address it now, or else we're going to end up like Italy, like France, like all of these other countries who have fallen, who have been conquered. We are soon to be conquered as well if we don't put an end to it. So let me know, guys. Subscribe to the channel, please, for more content like this. And in the meantime, y'all stay safe. I will see y'all later. Bye.
I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. If you mix brilliance with bravery, that we can ignite something. Even this conversation alone can ignite the people.
The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.